everyone, and welcome to another episode of From the Felt, brought to you by the Texas Card House. My name is Ryan Crow, and excited to be here with you today with our Houston crew. Obviously, I have with me none other than the owner of I Host Poker and a fellow owner of the Texas Card House, Houston's very own Prince of Poker, Mr. Bill Heuer. Bill, how's it going?
Good, Ryan. Another podcast. I'm happy to be here and smack dab in the middle of the World Series of Poker. There's so much poker going on, I can't stand it.
I know, it's great, right?
It is great.
No, well, excellent. Well, today, much like last week where we met with Victor Leone from our Dallas club, today we have with us our Houston crew. So with us are Alan and Chris, our current leadership team in Houston. Alan, Chris, how are you guys doing?
Good. How's it going?
Doing well. How's everything going, guys?
We're doing well. So, one of the things that we wanted to do today was kind of talk about all the changes and things that have happened over the last 6 months in Houston. It's been kind of a crazy time, coming out of COVID. We've had some turnover, in our management in Houston. We'll talk a little bit about that. But really want to kind of hear from you guys, that you guys kind of talk to all of our listeners and players and talk about all the things that are going on there, kind of what's planned for the future, and all the cool things that are going on. So really excited to have you guys on. So appreciate you guys joining us.
Man, Houston has done a 180. It's busier than I've ever seen it. You guys knocking it out of the park. I know a little bit, and not enough about both of you. So I wanted to start with just asking Chris. Tell us how you got into poker. What's your secret sauce to what's going on in Houston?
Oh, Lord. I got in poker. I started playing in college around 1999 with a few friends. And then went to Lake Charles, found a few games, and then found out about some games here. Started dealing in Houston in some underground rooms about 2004, and really been in the scene since. As you know, we transitioned to the legal side. Was that about 3-4 years ago here in Houston? Worked at Steelhouse, then on the Post Oak, and been at Texas Card House for 2 years and loved it.
Nice. Alan?
Awesome. Yeah, we love having you too.
Yeah, it's great to work with you again. I was lucky enough to work with Chris at Post Oak when I had Post Oak, and he's just as much of a hard worker there as he is here, if not more. And he's learning a few tricks from Alan Lee. Alan Lee hails from California. Welcome to Texas. What do you think of this great state so far? It'd be nice.
The weather hasn't been the friendliest. I will say that. Outside of the weather, it's been pretty good.
It's not California weather, but it's got everything else. It's nice.
No. And gas is cheaper, for sure.
Exactly. How'd you get started in poker, Alan?
Started playing, I think, in 98 after I started playing pool with a whole bunch of friends. There's a card house across the street. Started learning 4-8 stud high-low, and then in college started learning no limit after the World Poker Tour and the World Series of Poker aired and Rounders came out. Played full-time for like 3 years and got into casino management after that. Got tired of playing poker, so was at the bike for 8 years, World Series of Poker for 5 summers, Gardens for a year, GM'd Hustler and Lucky Lady, and now I'm out here.
Yeah, you have quite an impressive resume. I remember seeing your resume when you interviewed for Texas Card House Houston, and you did a heck of a job. Tell us some of the things that when you walked in the door, some of the things that you think made a big difference to this location.
Lately, the ownership group has been nice enough to help us upgrade. We got new tables, and all the players appreciated that. And then we've got a really good crew, so they've accepted a lot of the changes, a lot of the standardization that I bring from California, Las Vegas, and a lot of the players are starting to understand and appreciate the consistency that we have here now. So there's no more fighting over the games. The games are always consistent. They always know what's being run. They always know what they're getting into.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a great transition too. And for those of you listeners who don't know, so Houston, we had our original general manager there was Mike Major, who did a fantastic job. And unfortunately for us, unfortunately for him, he got a new opportunity and was able to move on to bigger and better things. And at that point in time, we had another manager who had been with us for quite some time, Josh Billingsley, who was moving into the general manager role. And unfortunately, Josh quite unexpectedly passed away a couple months back due to cancer. answer. And so, you guys have done a great job kind of coming in very quickly. I have no doubt that Josh would have done fantastic things here in Houston, but in his passing, I do want to just say thank you guys for kind of hopping in quickly and really, getting your feet dirty and rolling up your sleeves and helping with the transition. 'Cause I know it's been tough, and especially you, Chris. I know you were really good friends with Josh. I mean, we were all friends with him, but I think you were especially close with him. And so, I think, you guys have some big shoes to fill behind him. He was a great guy, and he was loved by the poker community. But I think you guys have done a fantastic job, and I think he'd be proud of what you guys have done because the room has really picked up.
Oh yeah, I could definitely speak for that. He would definitely be proud of all of us.
Tell us about some of the things that are going on at Texas Card House Houston currently. What promotions do we have going on? What are the home run ideas that you guys have been putting out lately that our players just love?
The big thing that we had was our Friday night tournament. We're doing a 10K guarantee every single Friday. 4,000 guaranteed for first, $130 buy-in, 25,000 starting chips. It's something that's not really common on a Friday night, especially in a lot of other clubs. And on the north side, we're the only place that can do it. So a lot of players are really appreciating it. We're getting a really good turnout every single week for that. One week we're like one person away from $20,000 prize pool.
Yeah, speaking to that, I played in it this past Friday, and there were two players that had come all the way from down south, like League City and Friendswood area, to play because they said it's the best tournament in town on a Friday night. I thought, man, that is a serious compliment to what you guys are doing, that people are driving past at least 7 other clubs just to come play at ours on Friday. So well done on that idea. That's a great one.
We also have like high hand, progressive high hands every Monday through Friday. We're doing something for football all season long, including a $5,000 football squares for the Super Bowl. So it's a whole season
Nice.
lead up to that.
Nice. That's a lot of fun.
We also did what a 10K guarantee. We did twice. I mean, not 10K guarantee, a 10K giveaway twice. I think the players really liked that. I think that kind of drove a
Yeah,
lot
I'll
of
say
action to the room.
if you're giving away
In June,
$10,000. I mean, who
July,
wouldn't
yeah,
want a piece of
yeah.
that?
Right. You just get one virtual ticket per hour, cash games played, and we gave away
Nice.
$500 every 30 minutes.
Yeah.
On two
Very
different
cool.
Saturdays.
What other cool tournaments do we have going on at the club?
We got the double board
Oh,
PLO bomb pot tournament on Mondays. That's always
one of
been
my
a fun
favorite
one.
ones to hate.
100. It's a $1,000 guarantee for first, $125 buy-in, multi reentries. But that one's an action-packed tournament. And it's helped out the cash games quite a bit because the turnover from tournament to cash is pretty much 100%. So that's always fun.
Safe to say anybody playing in the PLO double board bomb pot tournament is a serious gambler.
Well, I haven't mentioned the biggest tournament we have coming up in December. Have y'all
It's
the Poker
fun.
Atlas? Yeah.
I was just about to
Yeah.
say we do have a $250,000 guarantee with Poker Atlas. It's gonna be December 16th through 19th. They want on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Two per day. At 11:10 and 6:10.
And on that one,
Should
the
be
multi flights, is that
really
going to be where you
fun.
can bet you bag at the end of the flight, or you have there's like a bag bonus, so you can play multiple flights, that kind of
Yeah.
stuff?
15% bag to day two. And if you double bag, you get a
Nice,
2K
that's awesome.
bonus.
Yeah, they did something similar like that in Dallas,
Yeah.
and that tournament
Wow.
went. I mean, was fantastic. I mean, we blew past the guarantee, and I expect the same thing to happen in Houston.
Yeah.
And our guarantee
Yep.
is 250,000. Is
Yes,
that
sir.
right?
250,000. Yes, sir.
Nice.
Going to be
Nice. That's
starting satellites for it this Wednesday. It'll be $80 satellites every Wednesday. Until the tournament starts.
and on those $80 satellites, how many people play to get a seat?
One in every 10 will get a seat.
Very
One in
cool.
every
Yeah,
10.
that's
Very
awesome.
cool. What else, guys? I love to hear about the future. I want to hear what else you got up your sleeve, as long as it's not too far in the future, because we don't want let the cat out of the bag of something really special too early, of course.
Well, we've been shopping lately. We've been actually stocking up on some PlayStation 5s that we're giving away in December, right after the tournament. So uh, it's the same concept.
I saw the
It's the same concept as the 10K giveaways. Every hour that you play, you get a ticket. So we're going to give those away the 20th, 21st, 22nd, and 23rd of December. So if you're trying to find a PS5,
right.
we got some in stock.
Yeah, Ryan, these guys are out at all hours of the day hunting for PS5s, calling me up, get your butt up here, get in line to grab one. They are seriously hunting them down because they know, again, in
Oh yeah,
2021, that will be the gift to
Yeah.
get. And you're only going to be able to
nice,
get one at
nice,
Texas Card
absolutely.
House, Houston.
Yeah, and on top of that, we have our bad beat coming back, which kicks off in like a couple of days. Actually, maybe I mean, by the time this airs, it'll be out, right?
Tomorrow.
It starts in.
In
Yeah.
We're
hours.
recording
In
Yeah.
this
hours.
on the 14th at 9:30 at night, so it actually starts in a few hours. So, for those that don't know, do one of y'all want to do a rundown of how the bad beat works and how the winners go, because it's not your typical bad beat.
It's really interesting. Starting requirements. It starts at you have to have a clean, high, straight flush beaten, but it goes down every day and by one rank, and every day the prize will go up by 1,000. And if anybody is in any one of our clubs and the bad beat hits, everybody who is seated will get $100 cash right then and there. Very exciting, guys.
Nice. So tell us again what the bad beat starts at tomorrow or
Starts at 20,000 tomorrow, and it goes up 1,000 a day until it's hit.
and what did it hit last time we did this? This is the second time Texas Card House has run this promotion. What did it hit last time at?
63,000, I want to say. 61, 63.
Yeah,
Three,
Yeah.
yeah,
63,000.
63,000. It was 33 days
Yeah.
into it, and we started at 30.
That's
Yeah.
63,000. And how many people, Ryan, you probably know the answer to this one better than anybody. How many people got $100 on that day?
There was just shy of 300. I think there was
Yeah.
about 280, 290 people. Because I remember thinking it was 28 or $29,000 that we gave out in the $100 giveaways. And
Wow.
so we gave out the 60. I mean, so to be clear, that was on top of the prize pool. So the
Three.
$63,000 prize pool went out, and then an additional that we paid, roughly $30,000 was paid out in cash to all the players. And so
Yeah.
that payout to the players is on top of the pot. So that's the pot plus the $100 for every person. So really big pay. We paid out about $100,000 on that, and it's great because here's the thing. I mean, players were coming in when we got down to the full house range. When you're in the low quads. I mean, people really start coming in because it's going to get hit, and
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, it was an exciting time, and the buzz around it was really exciting too. So we've been looking forward to bringing this back. We're kind of doing it around the holiday times, and I think that it's going to be a good experience for everyone. And now that before a lot of our volume was in Dallas, now we're getting a lot busier in Houston. Obviously, Austin's been busy as well, getting several tables done in Rio Grande Valley. So I'm excited for someone outside of Dallas to see if they can hit that. It'll be
Yeah.
fun to see, but it'll be tough because Dallas is bringing in a lot of players. So we'll see, but everyone's going to win. So.
Yeah. Everybody gets $100 that's playing at one of our locations in the state. If that bad beat is hit at any of the four locations, that's a great promotion. You feel like you're
That
a
includes
winner.
tournament players too. So if you're
Yep.
in a tournament and you're in the tournament while it's going, even though the tournament hands don't qualify for the bad beat, if you're playing in a tournament and someone hits the bad beat and you have chips in the tournament, you still get the $100. Yep.
Nice.
PLO if you're playing
That is
any game,
phenomenal.
any game. So
Yeah.
it's any mixed game or whatever, you win the $100.
I say this every time I walk in the doors. Why would anybody play anywhere else?
No, that's a great question, Bill. No, look, I mean, there's a lot of great clubs out there. We know that. A lot of competition in every city. I say this to all of our employees, our staff members, but we focus on ourselves and take care of our customers, and the players will come. If we take care of them and run things right, then everything else kind of falls into place. And so I couldn't be more thrilled about how things are going in Houston right now. A lot of rooms up on the north side, but I feel like we're starting to kind of differentiate ourselves based on just the quality and the service that we offer. Chris, Allen, you guys have been a huge part of that, and so thank you again because I think it's really something big that it's taken a lot of work to do it. It doesn't just happen, and so I think that the time and investment you guys have put in have really helped. One thing I wanted to ask about, Bill, let's bring this up because I know people have been talking about it. The cruise, the cruise is kind of based out of the Houston area, and just for people who are kind of wondering what the state of the cruise is, do you want to kind of give a quick update on that?
Yeah, recently another poker cruise company has set sail this year, and I took notes on what they were doing, and it wasn't as busy as they expected, but it still was good. And so we're looking forward to next year, March 20th through the 27th, sailing out of Galveston on a Royal Caribbean ship doing basically the same thing that our competitors are doing, but a little later, now further away from COVID. I think is going to be a much better time to set sail and play poker on the water. So, yeah, I mean, everything is still a go. People have until December 20th to get those reservations in. You can still get a cabin as low as $12.95, I think. And that's for two people on a 7-day cruise. If you've never been on a cruise, all your food's included. They've got more food than you know what to do with. There are even restaurants you can make reservations to, but that's typically included as well. You do have to pay for your drinks, but they're reasonable. You do have to pay for sodas. That's reasonable. And then you've got all the excursions, all the fun, the casino, of course, but best of all, there's a live poker room, which you don't find on cruise ships anymore. They don't have poker because it's just not a winning proposition for them. So what happens is groups like ourselves go on board a ship. We all share a passion of poker. We bring the tables, we bring the dealers, you bring your bankroll, and we just play poker for 7 days and have tournaments, cash games, all sorts of different things going on. And also lessons. You know, I personally teach lessons on the cruise ship for people who don't know anything about poker. I break it into a 3-day segment. So the first day is just learning the basics. Second day, a little more advanced. And then third day is a little more theory on playing. So it's you don't have to know how to play poker to go on a poker
Day 4, you
cruise.
take everyone's money.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have to know how to play poker to go on a poker cruise. You don't even have to play in the poker room if you don't want to. So if you've got a significant other that would rather sit by the pool while you're downstairs playing poker, go for it. That
Nice.
is a common thing that happens on poker cruises. I'm super excited about this one too because I haven't been on a cruise in quite a while.
So have they made any changes to like the COVID protocols around poker tables, like as far as numbers of seating? Like, are we still waiting to hear back on that?
Well, actually, I posed that question because some of the pictures that I saw of that competitor's cruise had 9 seats around the table, and there were more than 6 players sitting around the table. So I sent that question in, and I'm waiting for a response. Actually, this all just went down about 2 days ago when I saw these pictures. So yeah, I mean, originally they said it's supposed to be one way. I see the pictures; it shows something else. So I'm just seeking clarification, and hopefully on one of our future podcasts, we can have Christy Kincaid, our travel agent who does all the bookings. She can bring us up to speed on what's going on in the cruise world. And as a matter of fact, she's on a cruise right now in the Gulf. So
Nice.
she's out there learning and doing it.
No, I'm excited. I've never been on a cruise. I
I'm
just
shocked.
never have gotten around to going on one. So this will be my first. I'm very excited.
I'm
Um,
shocked that you haven't been. You're a man
I
of the
know, right? I
world.
travel a lot. Just haven't quite made it out on a cruise.
Yeah.
Well, cool. So getting back to Houston, guys, anything else? What are you guys thinking for anything on the slate for next year? Any major plans? You guys kind of taking it day by day. I know there's a lot going on right now. I don't know if you have a chance to look out further than a couple of months, but with this big Poker Atlas tournament, $250,000. You think would you guys like to make this a regular thing, having a big tournament like that? Every couple of months.
Yeah, but actually, I'm reaching out to a couple groups that actually do poker tours, and we're going to see what we can do. But we have to run through this first one to find out exactly how well it runs out and go from there.
I think you guys are going to do great. People are already talking about it. People wanted to do $60 last longer bets to try to give away seats in the Friday tournament. So everybody's trying to figure out ways to get in there cheaper.
Yeah, the other thing.
Yeah, we'll definitely do some of those. We'll definitely be doing Omaha Sweat. People in Houston just love
Yeah, we need to
love
make sure the other
some of
clubs
these.
too, Rio Grande Valley, Austin, and Dallas, are doing satellites as well for the Houston tournament. I think that'd be a great place to, those guys drive in for these big tournaments, and so as we've seen in the
Yeah.
past, and so certainly need to make sure that we're doing that. Well, I'll actually reach out to all those guys, and we'll get that on the slate for them as well if y'all haven't already. I think that's something we definitely should do.
Yeah, so check our website too. We actually have a link for La Quinta, which is right across the street, for $79 a night. So we got a hotel hookup for you guys
Nice,
too.
that's a great rate. Absolutely. Cool. Well, guys, is there anything else you guys wanted to cover? I know a lot of great stuff going on. We've got the Bad Beat Jackpot. We've got the big tournament coming up. You've got, it sounds like everyone's getting a PlayStation 5 or something like that. And for Chris, am I getting one? Like, I'd love to get one. I need to get one of my problem is I don't want to have to like hunt it down and find it. I mean, are they still that tough to get?
Yes.
Golly,
Yep.
I mean, they've been out for like a year, haven't they?
They're very tough. As you know, we was on the
Wow.
weekly
Okay, you would
meeting
think after
getting
a year or
one.
so they kind of caught up with demand, but I guess not. So,
I feel like they're
um,
doing it on purpose. They just
maybe so. I mean, yeah, I
make
mean,
you want it so bad, and then you get it, and you're like, oh, that wasn't such a big deal.
yeah, I may come down there for the actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna be out of town for the 250K. If not, I'm gonna come down there playing. I'd love to get in that one. I haven't played in a tournament at the Texas Card House in years. I mean, we started expanding. I stopped playing at Texas Card Houses in general, just as a personal decision. But I'd love to get back into tournament and play. Just because I feel like I haven't gotten to play poker in forever. So it'd be great.
I want to get this out on record. What's the actual number going to be for that 250K tournament? The guy who's the closest, Ryan's buying you dinner.
Are we talking about dollars or number of entries?
Dollars.
I guess dollars.
600. I'm saying 635.
635,000.
Oh no, 635 players. Sorry,
It's
635
like,
players.
wow. It's like,
I gotta do the math in my head. So that's 395,000, something like that.
all right. I was gonna say the low 300s. Yeah.
Chris, what do you say?
I'm gonna say 425.
Oh, I like that. I like
All
that.
right. All
Absolutely.
right.
Bill?
I'm gonna go with right in the middle there at 411, 411,000.
All right. I'll go 335. Yeah, I think that's a good number. I think that, and I'd love to be, wrong on the short end by far. So I think $335,000, nice solid tournament. I think would be great. And Houston's got a ton of big tournaments. Are there other big ones going on around that time that we're dodging or? Okay, cool.
Well, we
No, we're
just
clear.
one is just wrapping up.
Okay.
And there was supposed to be another series, but that one has been canceled.
Okay.
So I don't
Well,
think it's
hopefully
much
we
going
give
on.
the Houstonians a place to play a big tournament come holiday season here. So that'll be
Yeah.
great.
Everybody in Houston, come up north. Everybody in Texas, come to Spring, Texas, North Houston, and check it out. See what's going on. I know there's people around the world listening. We have a player from the Czech Republic that was at our club that said he had heard the scene in Texas poker was amazing, and he came all the way from the Czech Republic to check it out for himself. So this is getting out. People around the world are coming to Texas to see Texas poker in action, to play Texas Hold'em in Texas. And it's such a compliment. It's such a testament to the hard work you guys have put in.
Yeah, that's awesome. Awesome. Cool. Well, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Alan, Chris, guys, keep up the great work. Bill, catch you on the next one. We've got a couple of good ideas for podcasts coming up over the next few episodes. But until then, everyone have a great evening, and thank y'all for listening.